drawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
King Alant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valarfax of the Royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had aroused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls also lose their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valarfax spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Sage Urbane, Skurver the Wanderer, the Sixth Saint Astraea and her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
What up, Internet? I'm Young Guru, and welcome to Demon Souls. Well, that didn't work at all. How do I hold and then move? There we go. Welcome to Demon Souls. It's our second playthrough. We are a hunter. A hunter of hunters. What do we start with? A battle axe, a longbow, and a leather shield. The longbow is really the only reason we are a hunter. So in this playthrough, my intention, longbow there, is to do a lot of the stuff that I missed in my first playthrough, which is just a ton of NPCs. Just a whole lot of them. Also to do soul tendency, player tendency, whatever it's called, and world tendency. That's a mechanic that I did not touch one bit in the first playthrough because I had no clue what it was. But now I do know what it is. I've played through this game a couple of times right after I beat this game about a year ago. Maybe a little less than a year ago. And then, ooh, swing and a miss. My PlayStation 3 died. I got a good months out of it, and then it died. And I finally got myself a new PlayStation 3. And I've learned to parry. I find parrying in this game a lot easier than in any of the other Souls games. So we're going to be doing a lot of that. Having fun with some of the different builds. The different items that you can get to upgrade your weapons with. So we won't be doing an Uchigatana this time. We'll be doing daggers. I'll keep a bow around. There's a couple of bosses and things you can do with the bow that I didn't do the first time through that could be kind of interesting. A little bit of fun times for everyone. Get out with that jumping attack. But yeah, there are some mechanics in this game, the world tendency and character tendency specifically, that are just insane. Not really intuitive at all. I figured it out by going online. Isn't there another item around here? Thought there was another item. Oh, hey, buddy. I must be wrong. No other item. So yeah, I've looked up a lot of how to do these things because they are very difficult. Even more esoteric than some of the Dark Souls and Dark Souls 3 story quests. But it should be fun. Hopefully this time it only takes one go at the Grey Demon. Grey Demon? He gives a Grey Demon soul. I forget what he is. The Vanguard, that's what it is. The boss of this realm. Also, we'll be going through the zones in a much more logical fashion. Doing 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Maybe not quite in that order, but close to that order. Ow. Got hit. So I'm coming to this right off of Dark Souls 3. Just finished the Ring City DLC, which was amazing. This is just going horrifically. Hey, buddy. There we go. So my intention was to do this game, and that would mean that other than Dark Souls 2, I had done a blind playthrough and a experienced playthrough of all the Souls games. And then that would leave Dark Souls 2. I have a blind playthrough of that, but no experienced playthrough. So I was going to do that after this game, but today got announced that they're doing a reinvention of Fear Effect. So Dark Souls 2 has been put on the back burner in favor of a Fear Effect. And Fear Effect 2 Retro Helix? Let's play. So we'll get to Dark Souls 2 eventually, but not for a little while, because Fear Effect is awesome, and y'all need to hear about it. By y'all, I mean like the 2 or 3 people that watch my videos. Crescent Moongrass. I feel like I'm missing an item. Maybe not, though. So I originally intended to do a bows only playthrough. Test that out a bit, and it gets real boring real quick. For most enemies, you're just attacking at range, and it's fairly dull. And then for a handful of enemies that can turtle up, it's just real slow to get by them and not interesting at all. So I've ditched that completely, and we're going up close and personal, parrying with daggers, all that stuff. Oh no! Oh my lord! And there's the first death. Oh, Christ on a bike. Alright, we back at the Vanguard. Hopefully to do better this time. So I didn't talk about it before, but we are in the tutorial zone. Oh my lord, what? That was garbage. I was far enough away from him not to take that hit. What is it? The Journey to the Nexus is what the Monumental asked us. And my reading of this is we are just barely through the colorless deep fog, and we are on the outskirts of Boletaria. More so in the, not a town really, but just the edge of the capital in a sense. Oh my lord. Yeah. It's a lot easier with daggers. You don't consume any stamina on a dagger throw. Not no stamina, but so much less. So all you gotta really do here is beat the crap out of him. Stay nimble. Stay at full health, because I think even if you're a knight, he can basically one-shot you. Fuck you. So you want to be at full health at all times. I don't know what makes his feet damage you. A little tick damage. It's annoying though. Makes me hate him. Also, I am playing offline again. I wish there was an option around this. But if you play online, world tendency goes to the server average, which is basically influenced by all the other people playing the game. And so if you're playing online, you can't control world tendency. Or if you can, you can't do all that much. You can only push it around very little. Wow, quit doing that move, buddy. So we'll be playing offline, we won't be invaded, which is a shame. I actually have no clue how many people are playing this game anymore, so maybe online doesn't really matter. I'm a little bummed for the old monk fight. I would love to see that as an actual PvP fight. And who knows, by that time I think I should be done with world tendency, so maybe I'll take it online for that. to experience that fight the way it's meant to be. But as I said, I have no clue how many people actually play this, so that might end up being worthless and not change that fight one bit for me. Get him! Got-y! Goodbye, Vanguard. Give me your soul. Grey Demon's soul. So this area, I do believe, is just a gameplay conceit. There's no logic to why you'd be near Stonefang Tunnel. It might be, actually. But you're warping with the Archstone. Who knows? What's up, Dragon God? So that's one of those things I feel like this is all gameplay conceit, but I like to think that the tutorial zone is actually, you know, you're just getting past the colorless deep fog into the outskirts of Boletaria. That's why the architecture looks similar to other parts of the game, I think. Who knows? I could be making it all up. Could be totally wrong in my interpretation. Those shards are basically the reason why I like to beat the Vanguard. And look at this guy. He's got that hand cocked back. He's ready to punch the crap out of me. Let's make it happen.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect them to the
You have died, and the Nexus has trapped your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. However, by capturing demons' souls, you can reclaim your physical body. And the Nexio Binding. The Nexus. This place is amazing. Like, this is perfect. Perfect. Love it to death. We'll explore the upper areas, but I want to talk to everybody in this first go-round. At least everybody that's here. Okay, so you're not here yet. Nah. My spell giver is gone. Or my sorcery guy. Let's see if my miracle person's back here. I have a sneaking suspicion they're not here either. Okay. But our lady friend, our religious woman.
Oh my. How has this happened? Has God abandoned us for failing to show proper respect to King Alant? Oh, Mbasa.
Umbasa.
Oh, Mbasa.
Alright, you don't have much to say at all.
You new here? Do you hear for my services? My name's Baldwin. Just an ordinary blacksmith. It's simple. Just bring me all the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons, or forge ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal, huh?
Not a bad deal at all.
Perhaps you've already heard, but there's another blacksmith at the entrance of Stonefang Mine. He's an eccentric old man, but he knows his trade well. He's the only sane one left in a town of soul-starved men. If you do meet him, yeah, well, forget it. That stubborn old ne'er-do-well will just ignore you. There aren't enough blacksmiths in this temple to handle all the work. Only certain ores can be used to forge weapons, but you'll just have to make do. And be thankful that I'm still of good health. And be thankful that
I am thankful, Baldwin. Okay, let's upgrade our longbow with hard stone.
do come back alive. I need your business.
I bet you do, buddy. Then, how are you doing?
I'm Stockpile Thomas. When the scourge came, I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here, in the Nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage. When the scourge came, I abandoned my wife and daughter and fled like a madman. When I came to, I was in the Nexus. I haven't dared venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls. That candle maiden cared for me during my first days in the Nexus. She says very little, but has a kind heart. She's just the age my young daughter would have been. The poor, poor girl, trapped here with her eyes occluded by wax. If only something could be done to help her. If only something could be done to help her.
Stockpile Thomas. So the first time I played this, I did not care at all for this item burden mechanic. But at the same time, Stockpile Thomas. You can't get rid of Thomas. He's the man. He's got reassuring voice.
Rest assured, your goods are safe and sound with me. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to you.
Thomas is just the most upbringing person in the entire game. Always cheering you on, hoping you do good. Interesting thing, too. So he was knocked unconscious, ended up here. He appears to be human. You also appear to be human, as do you. But you clearly look to be in soul form, as am I, my little glowiness. So it's interesting to see that some people get here through death, like myself and my friend here, Crestfallen, and other people are brought here. I assume he was knocked unconscious and then taken to an archstone and then brought back. But let's talk to Crestfallen.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? It's all the same. You're just another prisoner of the Nexus. We're welcome here, as long as we keep slashing up demons.
So that's interesting. We're prisoners of the Nexus. How are we here? Why are we here? Who is keeping us here? It's an interesting part of the game that I didn't think about much the first time, and hopefully by the end I'll have enough to show what I think is the reason why we're being trapped here. But not yet. Not now.
You came for demon... Well...
One day we will learn why we're here and it's to be a hero. We have pure intentions. That's the only reason we're here. Or is it? Anyways, that's been enough for this episode. I'm Young Guru. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.